Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So I've got an unbagging to do today and a little cheeky completion review that I've done as well. So the completion and the new parcel were sent to me by diamondartgift.com. Great company. I've opened a few products for them in the past and I love them, and as you can tell they do come out really well. They do have quite a few special offers on at the moment as well. If you add 4 to your cart you will get 1 item free. And there is 70% off shipping at the moment as well, so it's always good to get money off shipping. So yeah, go and check them out, diamondartgift.com, and see what new things they've got. And there are some really good stuff at the moment. My wish list is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, this one was on my wish list and they did send me it, and I think it's just come out really well. Look at the sparkle on that. See if we can catch the light. Yeah, just catch the light on those flowers without getting too much of a light. Yeah, we're just getting that little bit of sparkle. And to be honest, I did think, and somebody else did comment as well, that they weren't sure if the colours would be too dark. Even though it's yellows, it did in the pictures on the website, it does look a little bit dark. But I think that has come out superb. Just the mixture of all the different AB coated gems, that's Aurora Borealis. And then you've got like these honey coloured teardrops all around here. And just this little pop of like orangey red just really lifts it. And then in the beautiful turquoise vase at the bottom, we can't read what's on the label, but I mean, you could put anything on there. If you use your gems, you could just put with love or just LOVE would be fine. I've done it as per the instructions, as per it wants to be. I suspect it probably says something like with love or even happy birthday. No, it won't be birthday because it's a small one, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to say something like that. So you can add your own. You can always, because this is a light colour, they've done this one in a very light colour. If you covered that over in those coloured gems, the ones that are all around the edges, then it would just cover over that colour. And then you can just write, you know, as I say, love or with love or anything like that with your gems. It's quite easy to do. I mean, always just draw it out on a piece of paper if you're not sure. And to be fair, if you don't like it, you just take it off and redo it. That's one of the good things about diamond painting. Nothing's permanent, well, until you've sealed it. But yeah, it's come out really well. Plenty of gems left over. Just in a nice big bag as well. Let me just get these out and show you. Okay, oh, it came on its little stand as well, so it is freestanding, and that will just sit into there like that. I think once I've sealed it, actually before I seal it, I think I'm going to just put a little bit of black marker pen possibly just on the bottom there. You can just see a little bit there. I mean, I can push it in a little bit more, but then it's raised up at the bottom and then it'll wobble, and we don't want a wobbly vase. But I think for the money, for the pleasure of doing them, they're just fantastic, these. I've got so many of them now and I just love them, all these wooden ones that are coming out. As you can probably tell from my unboxings, I have got quite a few. But yeah, I may be gifting this one, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I suppose it's more sort of summer, autumn rather than spring, with it being the sunflowers. But I just couldn't resist it. I just think it's come out so well, so pretty, charted really well. And like the string or ribbon just going round. I suppose it's like that silver thread, isn't it, that you sometimes use. It's like, yeah, it's like silver thread. What am I thinking of? It's not ribbon, is it? So that it's just a nice thin little design, just adding that little bit of extra interest all around the bottom there. But oh, look at the shine on there. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that is one finished. So huge thank you, Diamond Art Gift, for sending me these. I really do appreciate it, and I do love showing them to you as well. So I'm not going to put the gems away today. What I'll probably do, because I've got quite a few that I've done, so what I'll probably do is do a mass putting away and have a little bit of a chat with you as well at the same time. So we have quite a few of the little silver marquees with the iridescent coating on. Quite a lot. Look at those little teardrops. They're like a honey gold, those teardrops. Okay, then we have the larger sort of yellowy gold rounds. And the large green. I mean, look how many of those we got. And we only actually used 3 of them. In the centre's a huge bag. And you know how I like my spares. And then all the standard crystals, which will go into my standard crystals. And just pop those out of the way over there. We've got some smaller marquees, again in like the honey gold. Some teeny tiny teardrops in red, which were just like the highlights in the middle of some of the sunflowers, just to make them just stand out that little bit more. And they were quite fun actually lining these up. But I am getting the hang of it now. I just use my diamond painting pen and just sort of half pick them up and just get them to stay there. Willpower and thought, no. It's a good tackiness on my pen, and I will show you that. I have got a video coming up with that, showing you how I place my special drills and special shapes and different ways that I use my pen and everything for doing that. Okay. And then finally, that's that purpley colour, deep purple. Oh, I think that's the name of a band, isn't it? So I'll put all the standard crystals out the way. I shall put those ready to be put into my specials. And then I shall keep my little packaging, because that will need to go in my logbook, my sticker. And I'll have to get a photograph of it, so I know which one it was. And that little bit can be thrown away. Right, so just pop over there, little sunflower set. Oh, it's a little bit dark in that corner, isn't it? Come back into the sunlight, sunflower. You want to be in the sunlight, yeah. You want to shine away there. Well, I say sunlight, it's raining outside, but yeah. See what we got this time. And it's only a small package, because they're just little small bits and pieces, but they're just wonderful. Okay, so, I think you might know what that is, because it's in a little stand. And then we've got a little teeny tiny painting. I do like the small paintings, because they fit beautifully onto greetings cards. I mean, you can use them as pictures, but look at that smile. Can you see what this is? Ah, it's fabulous. I was looking through and I just couldn't stop laughing every time I came across this one on the page. And I thought, oh, I've got to get that one. It just made me laugh so much. And the price of this little chap was just $2.99. Oh, we've got the extra little bit of plastic. Thank you very much. I'll throw your rubbish away for you. So we still get our little pen, boat and wax with this one. And all our special drills. Woo, all crystals. Lovely. And look at that face. Is that not just fantastic? Oh my goodness. You never know whether he's going to tell you a joke or eat you. And we have got, of course, a shark. He's just got the biggest smile on its face I've ever seen. I think that is absolutely wonderful. If they'd have made the film Jaws with that shark, then nobody would have been frightened of it, would they? Oh dear, he's just wonderful. So it looks like, oh, they look like maybe koi fish actually down here, just standard orange, or goldfish. We've got some clownfish down here, and some little, that's an angelfish, not sure what they are, but yeah, and it's what I call full cover crystal diamond painting. So it's not all complete straight lines all the way across like a normal diamond painting, but basically practically all of the canvas is covered in gems. So it's like a full coverage, and your background has the 3 different sizes of the same colour gems, so that you just get that like bubble effect, that water effect in the background in this case. But that smile, it is just so funny, and I just couldn't stop laughing when I saw it. So as I say, it is only a little one. I think these are 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres. Let me have a look. Yeah, they are. So the 6-inch square. So they go fabulous onto a 7-inch square card, or if you want a bigger board around it, an 8-inch square card. And yeah, they really are good. I've done one, it was a unicorn one. And a friend gave it to one of her little nieces, and they absolutely loved it because it's the sparkle. A lot of people like sparkle. I love sparkle. Diamond painting is just wonderful for me with all the sparkle. But yeah, I think younger children tend to really like sparkle, and even my nephew, my great nephew, he likes to run his hand over it and just say, how did you do that, and how does that work, and what does that do? So yeah, but isn't that just so much fun? And it gives you the cutting line around the edge as well. They're just real quick little projects. And to be honest, if you've got a child that's maybe done some stickers, or even done some of the little figures or ornaments or whatever, then this is like a step up, nearly doing a full diamond painting, but on a very small scale. And then maybe if they can sit and concentrate and do this, then they can maybe move on to actual full diamond paintings as well. You know, obviously, you know your children. Some kids will sit for hours and do something. Some kids will only sit for like 10 minutes and then they're bored and they'll go off and do something else. Unless it's a computer game, and then they're just, yeah, that's a whole other story. I just think it's a sort of a nice way. They do a craft, they're achieving something, but also they're learning like letters and numbers as well, because there's numbers on this, so you're not only matching up your colours, but you've got to look on your packet to see where C is. So you've got to look here, so you've got to be able to recognise what the letter C is. So, you know, it's a little bit educational as well. Or maybe that's just me. That's just the way I look at it anyway. Oh, let us see what colours we have in here. So what colour is our background going to be? And it's blue. Oh, and it's this gorgeous, bright turquoisey blue. Look at that. See if we can get it without the glare on. I do apologise for the lighting. As I say, it's raining today, just for a change. Yes, so we've got the larger rounds and then the medium rounds, and then a huge packet of the standard size crystals. So that's your background, that's your 3 different ones. And then in between that, there will be possibly other bits and pieces dotted as well sometimes, but that's the main background. So, oh, look at that beautiful bright silver. Love that. A very, very deep red there. Gosh, it's got tinges of like a black in that red. And then a little bit brighter red. That's our blue we've just looked at. And then a little bit of sea blue there, just a little bit darker blue. And an even darker blue there, so I think these will be our shark. And then a little bit of a peachy colour. And that's a very, very pale green colour. And that's like a grey green colour. And a little bit of your standard black. That is just a normal black crystal, but it's got a silver backing. And then a little bit of that nice bright green as well. So, good colour palette. How many colours have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 colours. So, yeah, it always amazes me how many colours you get on these little paintings. But that's a sign of a good painting, because it's got all the different colours in. So you get the different shading, and the picture stands out a bit more. I've got to put That's got to be one of the most fabulous smiles I've ever seen, and it just makes me laugh. So I think it's the eyes as well. It's just yee. It's almost like my wide mouth frog, but it's a shark. So that's the little teeny tiny project that I got to do. I just couldn't resist him. I just thought it was so funny. Right, and this one, oh, it just looks as though it's going to be as wonderful as I expected it to be. And this is a 10-piece DIY anti-slip coasters, stackable creative tabletop for protection, for tabletop protection. So I've got another set of coasters. As you know, I've been on quite a coaster kick recently, and these are all the new sets out. You'll pop along to diamondartgift.com because they have got quite a few new sets in as well. And I noticed they've got a dog set and a cat set, and there's one that's got a tiger in it as well. And I thought, oh, but then I saw these and thought, nah, gotta have these, gotta have these. Okay, so we are all crystal drills, which is lovely, like the crystals. Got our basic toolkit, pen, boat and wax as usual. And is the top one giving you a little bit of a clue as to what this might be. So we have 10 as well in this, and this set was $11.99, but there is 10 coasters. Some of the sets, sort of like for around about the $10 mark, you only get 6. So I think these are really, really good value. So we have a honey pot, we have a lovely sunflower, and we've got a bee. Oh, look at that. Oh, it smells almost as big as the sharks. Oh, that's fabulous. I love that. A little bee. Okay, so he's buzzing to his flowers. We've got another little honey pot. Oops. And another sunflower. And oh, look at that bee. Oh, and he's got a little bit of his honeycomb with him. So, I mean, they're a good size. You can see that that's sort of like cut out of a round one. So I think if you put your cup, maybe it'd be a bit dodgy putting a glass on one that's that shape, depending on how thick the bottom of the glass is. But certainly your normal cups, it's going to keep your cup off whatever surface you've got. So that's another little bee. And then look at this one. Happy bee. Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. And the little antennae, look at the top. Oh, the little amber and black striped bees. So that's another bee. And then, oh, look at that huge chunk of honey there. Very nice. Okay. And then, oh, look, we've got another little bee inside the honeycomb this time. So, oh, look. And then we've got a bee on a sunflower. Oh, that one looks quite fat. Do you think that one's the queen? That one looks a little bit puffed up. So I think she's possibly queen bee, sat in the middle of the sunflower there, just sunning herself. Yeah, and she's got pink lips, look. Or is that a nose? No, bees don't have noses, do they? This one's got a nose. Yeah, that's definitely the queen bee. She's got makeup on. Oh, but these are absolutely fab. I love them. So we have got 5 bees, 2 flowers, 2 big honey pots and a big chunk of honey. To be honest, you know, when I was little, I used to play with things like this. I would have been taking these off my mum and saying I want to play with these, and I would have had the bees living in a little house and landing on the flowers and things and playing with them. Yeah, I had a lot of imagination when I was little. I could literally play with anything. But yeah, I would definitely have been playing with this set. But I love it. I just think they're fabulous. And again, for the money, I mean, they're what, about £1.25-ish per coaster. You know, if you went into a shop and saw these at like £1.25 each, you'd just think, oh yeah, they're brilliant, and you know, a real novelty. And I love that one. I think this is my favourite though, with the little love hearts shaped wings at the top, look. Just floating along, boop, 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 boop. That's the, oh no, that one's smiling, so his eyes are shut. This one's got his eyes open, he's the only one with his eyes open. And the rest of these are all smiling, but she's definitely sunbathing, isn't she, on that sunflower there. So, oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. Right, let's have a look at these. Oh, I forgot to say as well, they do all go in their little stand if you want them to go in your stand. You know, I would seal them anyway because they are wooden. You can buy the cork backs just to put on the back if you do want a little bit of extra insulation on them for using with hot drinks and things. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could even make a little like montage picture or something with them, or even make these into like a mobile, a hanging decoration, because you could have your bee and your flowers and your bee and your honeycombs, and yeah, make like a mobile or something with them, not just use them for coasters. Oh, I think I'd be quite upset actually putting a cup on that bee. I think I'd just have, I could quite happily use these, but I don't know if I could put a cup on top of my bee. Anyway, yeah, so we do get the little rack as well. So if you do want to keep them as a set and gift them to somebody or just use them yourself, then you can just pop them into your little wire rack, which they're quite handy. I would possibly just put some little bits of felt on the bottom there as well, or some little, you can get those dots that you use on kitchen cupboards to stop them slamming. Just a little tiny dot, it just raise it up a little bit off your surface and stop it from skidding about a bit as well. Okay, let's look at these colours and see what we got. So we've got, oh, a lovely brownie colour there and a nice, very pale green. So they are all crystals. Oh, okay. Oh, lots of honey colours. Right, so then we have that nice 310 black, standard black. And that's like a bit of a rosy gold colour. A little bit of aqua blue. Oh, where does that go then? What's got... Oh, it's the leaves here. These leaves are just a little bit blue, just for a little bit of extra colour. And some standard silver. Okay. And then let's look at all these colours. Da, 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 da. Wow, is that the same one? It is. So we've got a browny bronzy colour and a little bit paler browny bronze. And then a lovely orange and a teeny tiny bit of reddy orange. Your 2 large bags of your gold, your lemony gold colour, which is going to be mainly your bees and your flowers. A little bit of like a limey yellowy colour. And then a little honey gold and a very bright honey or nearly orange gold there at the end. Oh, these are going to look so fab. Oh, I want to do them now, but I have got my challenge going on at the moment. I may just have to do these alongside my challenge because I don't think I can resist doing these little bees. And but I don't know that I'm going to use them as coasters. I think I'm going to have to turn them into something else. If you've got any ideas, pop them in the comments down below, because you guys come up with some really, really good ideas. And yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is start maybe doing a whip and chat or something, and reading back some of the ideas, because you're all fabulous the way that you say, oh, why don't you try this and why don't you try that? And yeah, they're brilliant, and it's a shame not to share them. So that's something I'm planning on doing in the future. So keep watching this space. I'm just putting these so that you can see them all properly, look. So we've got a good view of all our bees. But oh, I love that one. I think that one's definitely my favourite. And yeah, they'll be all coming to land on this sunflower, won't they, at the end? And then, of course, we've got our fabulous shark at the end. No singing, please. But yeah, that's got to be the biggest smile on the internet today. Okay, well, a huge, huge thank you to diamondartgift.com for sending me these. I've thoroughly enjoyed looking at them and I can't wait to get started on these. I love my sunflower and the shark just makes me smile. I think I'm going to be giggling all the time I'm doing that one. We just bring him in a little bit so you can see him, look. He's just smiling at you from the corner. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at these as much as I have. If you have, a thumbs up is always much appreciated. Any comments or questions in the comments down below, and I would love you to come and join our little family. And you can do that by subscribing, pressing that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell next to it. And all that means is that you'd like liking or following the channel so you don't miss anything. You'll get a notification saying Liz has uploaded a new video, and hopefully you'll want to come and watch it. Yay. Okay, well, thank you ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.